light real quick. We want more. I want more light. I want more light. It ain't coming down. Oh man, if I want to change the light, I guess. I guess we'll work with that. Oh, all that for nothing then. Well, welcome. I was trying something different with the StreamYard because I had to do some troubleshooting here. Thought I had it set up from the last time I tried to get it set up with the technical difficulties, and it didn't. So what I had to do, I had to go through all my Facebook settings, had to completely disconnect StreamYard from my Facebook and reconnect it in order to get it working properly. And what I was running before was an older episode uh, to kind of do maybe like the cold open and a test run all in the same go. So now that lets me know I got to make an opening screen for y'all. So when we do these lives through StreamYard, just give me that y'all have that with a little bit of music, maybe a theme song to go along with it. It's all developing. It's all flowing. It's all moving. Well, with that being said, this episode is late. So I'm not going to have the full hour tonight. I'm going to do maybe 20, 30 minutes. No current events. We'll get to that later on next episode. But now we got the StreamYard working, so I shouldn't have any issues when I try to bring people on to do like the interviews and whatnot. So looking good so far. And I'm monitoring it right now on my cell phone right here through Facebook to make sure things again working good. I put the code into the group chat, so we'll see who pops in. If anyone pops in, because it is kind of late on a Tuesday, going up on a Tuesday. So yeah, let's get to it. So purpose, right? And like I was saying with the last episode, I want to go this route in which we speak on, of course, the wide variety of things, but the main crux of the show, I want to focus on these things that are in here. The things that are. I want to focus on how our inner world interacts with the outer world, right? So, because we don't have as men a lot of those vocal releases or those mental releases that we can, sorry, I'm kind of itchy. My sister did her thing though. She did her thing. Yeah, hit her up. Um, yeah, we don't have those outlets a lot of times, and there's therapy is stigmatized, masculinity is turned toxic. We talked about that last episode. So you feel cornered sometimes, but here we want to talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna judge you. Going to question you, may challenge you, but we're not going to judge you. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk about purpose tonight, right? Well, this is it. So after my accident, um, even kind of before, I've kind of just floated through life, never really having a purpose that I can discern or see down the line. So everything, I kind of had to put place markers for me to reach towards something in order to feel a purpose towards something. And that became like visceral, like real after the accident. And I was, had to lay down for a little while and realized that I had been wasting this being, this energy, this body, um, by not living in that purpose. Thing about it is, at that point in time, I didn't know what the purpose was. Like, let's be real, I head itching. Let's be real, I still don't know what that purpose is. Um, like I've I've resorted to natal charts to kind of see what kind of insight I can gain from that. And it's just basically like, nah, hey, bro, you're gonna be with the people. Your duty is to do something with the people, out amongst the people in technology. And like, yeah, that's not a career. Like, so when I go to I ask other people, about their natal chart, gives them like a career path they could follow. Mine's just like, nah, bro, wing it. Right. Same thing with like a career aptitude test. Don't really have a set career because it depends on what my mood is and what day it is and whatnot as to which uh, criteria, I should say, is higher or lower, right? And then again, you didn't have like a consistent father figure to like guide me in that direction, or knew me enough to guide me in a direction that they saw would be good for me, which is what I try to do with people that I notice their gifts. I see your gift, I'm going to definitely highlight it and not force you, kind of edge you towards leaning that way, right? Because if you're already good at it, why not get paid to do it, or share it with the world? There's only two routes I think of in that way. If you're not going to get paid and you do something great, you might as well just share it with the world. You might inspire somebody else to do something great, right? And that right there is probably worth more than money, depending on what fruit come from it. But I was late tonight, so I didn't have a panel or whatnot to kind of bounce the experience of trying to find that purpose as a man or as a black man in this world. It's not readily available. I would say that because a lot of the images we see of what we can do and what we're capable of come through the forms of either entertainment or sports. So entertainment, really. And what can we do to draw eyes and get people talking about us? That type of thing. And I kind of really never wanted to be a front round guy. I wanted to be the background guy, kind of like kind of almost like the Illuminati, he would say. I wanted to be the power structure, or I wanted to be the mover behind the scenes, right? So I gravitated toward music production as opposed to being the guy on the album. Even though I could rap, I've got some of my songs on YouTube. People like what I can do. I put lyrics together, but that I knew that wouldn't be my route, because it at some point I'd be performing because people want me to perform, as opposed to me performing because I want to perform, right? But yeah, it was, when I was younger, it wasn't easy. Now that I'm older, it's not so much. Not so much difficult, because I guess I've accumulated more skills and more knowledge, more experience around things. So it's not as much anxiety about not having a particular purpose, as opposed to when I was younger and not having those things, those routes and outlets. Another thing I do find special is with now not having any preconceived idea of what my purpose is, that leaves the door open for me to create my own purpose. And that makes sense, when you look at everything everything that's being built. Let's take the eye out of it. Let's look at everything that's being built. I've got the lawn service. I've got the podcast. We're working on this media conglomerate. I've started writing. I've got some sketches I've written. I'm gonna go back to the first short novel I ever wrote and get all my edits, make sure that's fully fleshed out, and get that out there. So there's, just whatever I want to do, I feel like I can do it, or I'm going to do it. If I put my mind to it, or if I say I'm going to do it, I'm in a stage now where I'm probably going to do it. And if I haven't done it yet, I'm in the process of finding a way to do it, or I'm accumulating the resources I need to get it done. So I'm continually building my purpose, continually building my future. As to what end, I don't think there's a particular end. For instance, I know with the lawn service, I'm going to get that going, and once that's self-sufficient and everything can run, all the ins and outs, the gears and whatnot are good, clinking together. I'm going to step away from that and again, let it do what it does. And it'll be kind of like I said earlier in the podcast when we started recording. I'm gonna kick. I guess that is my purpose, to kick the doors in and bring everybody behind me. But at the same time, there's got to be effort on your part. If you're coming behind us, you got to hold the door, or stand and watch something. So, I mean, I guess when I think about it, I guess that will be my purpose. And it's a lot of people are averse to that thinking because of the risk that's involved with it. But everything in life is risk. I think this is a good risk personally because, I guess you could say the goal. And I feel like as long as I'm consistent, there's really no way to fail in achieving that goal. So that's where I'm at with that. See, I got two viewers here. What's up, Kurt? I see you, bro. You trying to get on this, man? Want to talk about purpose for a little bit? Appreciate that. Yeah, it's I don't know about you, Kurt, but again, it was definitely a struggle, that whole purpose thing. And I know you got the family. So you got the family, and I tried to get the little family going. Tried twice actually, because I thought my purpose was to build that and correct with my dad, and my mom didn't get it right. But let's see. I'm trying to get the link to you. Hold on. I think I'm gonna send it to you in Messenger. Man, I had to troubleshoot the dang StreamYard because it was not working with me. Here we go. I just sent you the link. And that was tough. Oh my God, big, young, and trying to be purposeful in a relationship. And the other person is not as purposeful as you are in a relationship. It's rough. Yeah, I don't see you yet. I sent the link to your messenger though. Oh, there you go.
Hold on, let me turn some lights on in here.
Yes, sir. What up, man?
What's up?
Shit, man. Well, it gotta be late over there, man. It's early over there. What is it, about 9?
9:30 almost.
Hell yeah, man. He on the West Coast, y'all. Cali.
Texas though, all day over here. Hold on, let me go. I gotta go talk to my wife here real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I post his stuff. He wraps vehicles. Nice as hell. He just recently did a truck I had shared on the page. So if y'all out in his area, definitely check him out. I'm gonna pull him out. I'm gonna pull you out real quick, Kurt, till you're done. Yeah, check him out. I remember when he first started doing it, I was like, okay. Looked like he found his purpose. Definitely found his passion. And he make good money off of it too, man. So hey, like, again, if you making money, you found your purpose, you found your passion, you making money with shit. Why not?
That is actually true. Yeah.
So what was it like for you, man, on your path to finding your purpose and your passion, man?
It was a difficult one, but what it is you, you you have to realize what the signs are in life that are going to direct you to your path.
Yeah.
And when you're a stubborn person, you're going to be blinded to those signs. So you have to keep an open mind. Also, figure out something that you want to do. That's the main thing. Once you figure out, though, that it's something that you ultimately love to do, then that's when you can turn it into something that's profitable.
Yeah.
But you have to have that passion. If you lack that passion, you lack the connection between just doing it and then doing it exceptional.
Because everybody could do it.
Everybody can do it, but can you do it exceptional? Can you
Right.
do it to the point where people are willing to give their hard-earned money for that product or service?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it takes. It literally, with me over the years of doing window tinting, doing vinyl wrapping, doing paint protection installs, I started to gain the passion for it. Because it started out as just needing a job to make money to help support my family. Because at the time, actually, when I got the job, shit, what was that? Almost 14 years ago.
Whew.
Yeah, it was almost 14 years ago. We were homeless, living out of our van. My kids were babies.
That motivation kicked in.
Dude, you talk about when you get to that point and you have people depending on you that can't depend on themselves, it puts a spark underneath your ass like no other. So that's why I can say that I'm actually really proud of where I am today, because going from being homeless with all five of us, me, my wife, and my three daughters, and now being a homeowner
Yeah.
in California, and I own a business, and my kids are happy and healthy and thriving in school,
Mm-hmm.
and they're autistic. So you can have a full plate, people, whoever's listening, you can have a full plate and still put more on there. You have to be willing to accept that challenge, because that's what it is. It's a challenge. You have to be willing to accept that challenge, because, again, you're not going to get stuff put on your plate that God knows you cannot handle.
Yep.
So you have to be willing to be strong enough to take those responsibilities on and succeed, and be willing to learn from your failures to make your next attempt that much greater.
Mm-hmm. Because all that makes you stronger too.
Everything does. Everything does. Now, the people that don't take the wins out of the L's, you you're not you're being complacent. You're being comfortable with the situation. You're not trying to be as strong as you can be. Because if you actually were strong, as strong as you could be at that exact moment, you would have probably realized that you can overcome it.
Yeah. Yep.
So if people stop being complacent with their living situation or with their job situation, with their relationship situation, with anything. If you stop being complacent and want it better, you can make it better.
Mm-hmm.
And stop relying on people. I never relied on anybody to get me out of this shit. A lot of people didn't even know we were homeless, bro.
No, you just now telling me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I never told no one. My mom didn't even know.
But we've seen the grind. I know I've seen the grind for sure, for sure.
Thank you,
I've
thank you.
seen you come from the start when you first started the job to you starting to do your rapping and the window tinting, and then you went and got your own shit. Then when you got the house, y'all was so happy when you got the house.
Dude, I was so happy, bro. And,
Then you started doing renovations, and then you got your garden and shit.
yeah,
Like, look at Kurt being a man out here. Look at
yeah.
this.
Now chickens. I have 7 chickens in the backyard.
And y'all got chickens now too.
Yeah, and I just put up a swimming pool for the kids.
Man, it's a different feeling, man, ain't it? Like
It's a different feeling, but it's a wonderful feeling, though.
Mhm.
It's if you want it to be.
That accomplishment, that
Yeah,
fulfillment at the end of the day.
it is. No, it
You
did.
did
Trust
it.
me. Like my body hurts. Like my back hurts right now, bro. I'm feeling it. Like I just want to lay down and go to sleep, dude. Like I'm about to turn 40, bro. Like my
Same, man.
body is like chill the fuck out, nigga.
But you got that drive in you now, man.
But I got
That
drive.
fire, like you said.
Yeah, I got that fire in me though to also build it's not only a business though that I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build a brand.
Mm-hmm. No, no. I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't want to. Well, I don't want to say I'll stop you, but let me take it a step further.
What's that?
You trying to build a life.
I'm building a life. I'm in the process of building a life, but I want to build a brand that my name is going to forever live on.
Okay, the legacy.
I want not only a legacy, but it's still a brand. Like you can basically call it a legacy pretty much, but is anytime that word or that kind of field of genre is mentioned, my
Okay,
name is right behind it.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you coincide greatest rapper, you're gonna name, Jay-Z, you're gonna name Nas, you're gonna name Kendrick, you're gonna name Lil Wayne, you're gonna name, especially out of people out of the South, you're gonna name Zero, you're gonna name Paul Wall, Chameleonaire, UGK,
Right.
and you're gonna do all of that. So it's kind of like in that kind of aspect.
You want to be like Harley Davidson.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, who's like rapping? Oh shit, Curtis was a shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Customs had it. Like he can't. I remember when he was nothing looking out of his garage. Now he got like 300 buildings.
Hell yeah, the legend.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, honestly, that's what I was telling them when I first started the lawn service. It's like, bro, I want us to be so fucking good and so known that the White House calls us to cut their grass.
Yeah, dude. I want to go tint the White House. What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Just to get the call. I don't even care if they pick me. Just to get the
Yeah,
call.
just be like, hey, I was thought of.
Hell yeah, man. And I think that's what drives us with the purpose. We don't want to do something at the end of the day that's just for nothing. And a lot of times, I think that's where the anxiety came from when we were younger. We were doing a lot of shit just for nothing.
Just for nothing, because we didn't have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. What can give you purpose is having pretty much dependence. Is having people or something that relies on you to do whatever it is that you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then once people realize that, and it takes a lot. It takes either, let's say, people that don't want to deal with kids, get a dog, get a pet. Once you realize, your pet, there's a responsibility that comes along with this, and then you start knowing, okay, this is what my purpose is in order for this to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I need to do. Once people start making that connection, then they can start, making that connection with other things in life,
Yeah.
job, relationship, family, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So people need to have something that relies on them to do it. Once they do, though, then people will. Majority of people will.
Hmm.
But that's where a lot of people don't have that. So it's just themselves. So they lack that connection.
One question I like to ask people is, what did they like to do when they were kids? Because I know for a lot of, I know there's a certain segment of people that didn't really have that opportunity, but for
True.
that segment of people that did have that opportunity, a lot of times there's that thing they like to do when they were kids, and I'm like, well, why don't you just tap that and let's see where we go with that?
There is a lot of that too. Yeah, a lot of that. Like in my case, when I was a kid, like I wasn't into cars and shit like that.
Hmm.
Like me, I was actually more into sports
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I kind of like came to the realization I wasn't no damn Muggsy Bogues. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I wasn't going into no NBA at 5'7", 5'6". You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Same
have.
here, man. Shit, tore my ACL. What you mean? So
See,
I know what
I
you
didn't
came
even have to
from.
tear nothing to realize that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
when you
So like,
realize that young, it's like you spent all
yeah,
that time. You're gonna be a basketball player or a football player, and then
hmm
something happens. It's like, okay, now
yeah. It's like,
I
oh,
gotta
what else? What's
pivot.
Plan B?
Right?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. But it's
Yeah,
like,
man.
I never thought it was gonna be that, but and then it's just over the years, and then especially in my case with a lot of bullshit happening when I was younger, when my dad passing away and all of that,
Mhm.
especially in our hometown, that drama, fighting, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff happening, it threw me in a totally different direction than what I thought I was headed towards.
Hmm.
But then it just like a door opened up one day and it gave me that opportunity to as a job just to work there, and then that's when I fell in love with it. So it might take people a few years for them to make that connection of whatever their passion is. It might take them a few opportunities of different ventures,
Right.
but you have to be willing to take those ventures.
Hmm.
You have to be willing to not be scared to take that path. You might fail at it, but you gonna gain some knowledge off of it
Right.
that you might be able to apply to a different path. So don't be scared, people.
And that's why I put in the title: "Get up, do something."
For real though,
It's business. You're never gonna know until you do something.
you never know, but at the same time, too, you can do damn near anything in this world to make some money.
Hmm. Especially in
Like,
2025. Yeah.
dude, anything. If you really want to, take your car, drive around, find some shit that people are throwing away, spruce it up, take about $5 to $20 to spruce it up, turn around and sell it on Marketplace.
Hmm.
You do that, you can pull in about anywhere from 500 to 800 a week. You really put in the grind on doing it.
We scheme on
So
the wrong things sometimes, and
that's where it is. People think scheming and they associate the word scheming to illegal.
hmm
Ah, man, scheming can be legal. You just gotta know what you're doing.
hmm
That's where people think at. They think that going the illegal route is the quicker route. Nah, people, it ain't. It ain't.
coming from experience.
Coming from experience, bro. Like true experience, man. I'm telling you. Trust me. It took me till I was 26, bro, till I found my passion.
Hmm.
And I've been working at it ever since.
Yeah, I've been denying it until
And then that's what I'm saying. Some
recently.
people, that's that thing.
As I've been telling people, I got to speak up now. I can't be quiet now. I
Nah,
got to
that's for
speak
real
up.
though.
That's
That's for
part of
real
the
though.
passion.
Like especially when back in the day, when we heard the saying, "Closed mouths don't get fed."
Mm-hmm.
We never really understood what the hell that meant. We
Yeah.
thought it was just a literal term, like you keep your mouth closed, food ain't gonna go in there when when you're a kid hearing it. And then when you get older, you're like, wait a second, nah, that's applied to a lot of different life aspects.
Exactly. Life is crazy. Life in general is crazy that way. As I get older and I start to see and look back and like, all that shit was training grounds, bro.
It was, bro. It was all nothing but lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And when you young and dumb, you can be closed-eyed and closed-minded to a lot of it. Thank God for my memory. Shit.
Right? Because I know you see the youngsters now. You see it. And you're like, oh man.
I just look at them and just shake my head and be like, really, niggas? Like, that's what y'all into? That's what y'all doing? Boy, y'all wouldn't have made it if y'all was that with us rolling around.
It's too open, ain't it? Like it's too
way
open.
too open, bro. It's way too. Everybody is just. I'm not that. Look at me. It's like, shut up.
Yeah. Because we the OGs now, so it's like, well, we're not the OGs, we the unks now.
We the unks now.
It was like
we got like 5 more years than we the OGs.
So that we can look back at them and like, y'all can be 40 one day.
Yeah, we still looking at them like, man, y'all ain't even hit 30 yet.
Whew. It's like they have these arguments, the boyfriend girlfriend thing, and the number one question I go to is like, all right, y'all beefing, like, y'all got kids?
For real?
Y'all paying bills? Y'all got
real.
Y'all should have no arguments.
What is your living situation?
Y'all.
What is like really? Where do you live right now? Evil, man, I swear.
Y'all got to live life before y'all have issues. I mean, it's crazy.
It is, dude. Like literally, I got into it with some kid. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. He was in the store, and I'm standing there, and then I'm putting the things on, like waiting, and then there was a lady that was in front of me, and she was like, "Oh, do you mind like holding on for real quick? I left my card in the car." And then so the lady was like ran out to go to her car, and I'm like, "Nah, it's all good. I got time. I'm not in no rush. Like, it's all right, cool."
Right.
There's a young kid behind me, like, "Man, that lady take you fucking forever, dude. What the hell?" Dude, chill out, bro. She left her card. Like, you in that much of a rush? He said, "Man, I got somewhere I gotta be." Well, you should have left early enough accordingly.
Right.
And you can't be mad. You can't be mad at because somebody else is doing something that's making you late. You should have left early enough and taken that into consideration, because people always fuck your shit up.
Yep. And like I said, we were in that same position. We were in that same person when we were younger. And what you just said, they told that to us, and we were like, "Nah, fuck that. That don't make no sense." But as we got older, we realized, nah, it makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense.
People fuck up.
People fuck up, dude. Like, daily. I fucked up today doing a job. Hey, I fixed it though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's that. It's like not letting the fuck up deter you from getting your end result.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole dominate your day aspect right there. Yes, sir.
Exactly. If you let this little bitty minute situation mess up your day, you can't be productive.
You're not, because you're gonna be stuck on that little
fact, that little thing, that little detail.
And guess what? Something else came right behind us. You can't even process the second thing that came behind it because you still stuck on the first thing. Like, no, business can't run like this.
I tell you, man, these people, man, their brain is like one track minded.
Mm-hmm.
And they lack the capability of turning the head just to see what's on the other side.
Yeah, but we don't like self-reflection.
I don't mind it.
But generally, in America, I'm not sure about any other countries too much, but definitely here in America, no. Which is crazy because people are always looking in the mirror in America.
And cultures and stuff, I believe that's actually worldwide.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
Well, 'cause you gotta figure it, and it's not to get religious or anything, but it is. It goes back to all of that.
Hmm.
It goes back to everybody, back in the day. What the real reason why people are a lot of days, like nowadays, are hush hush, I bet, especially when it comes to like religion and shit.
Hmm.
But then it stems from that because a lot of people's backgrounds came from religious background, so it just correlated over to general public.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like, hey, pushing their agenda or whatever. But then when people came to ask questions about it, no, we're not doing that over here. No, we don't do no, that's them over there. You know? No, we're not those people.
Right.
So it's just something that it started from back in the day and now it's just divulged evolution. Divulged into this shit now where people and nowadays people are sensitive.
Hmm.
They can't take constructive criticism.
Oh man, I was that way for a little while.
I was that way too, but then I realized that's why they call it constructive criticism. Is
Hmm.
because it's meant to build you better.
Yep.
If you
So
look at
what?
the root word of that, construct, like
Over the head like a little.
you know what I'm saying? Like
What I started doing, started to transform that. Those like it was at my last job. I got fired or whatnot, and I had to take the criticism. It was like, okay, now, am I really doing this shit?
mm,
Because
for real
sometimes
though.
subconscious stuff happens, and you don't know you're doing stuff, or
Mm-hmm.
you do stuff that people perceive as another way, and you don't know
Mm-hmm.
unless you ask them, hey, like, how is this perceived by you? Type shit.
Because everybody's perception is different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was actually having this conversation with my wife the other day. I was like, there's a reason why especially if you look at it like police or whatever, when they do an investigation, there's a reason why they go canvas,
Mm.
question everybody to get the general story, and then base the bits and pieces that are actually that all correlate with each other. Then they can see what the actual truth is
Mm.
out of all the different stories, because off of one picture alone, people are looking at 100 different points
Yeah.
at all times. So people's perception is different, especially depending on how wide of a range of view these people are having.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, the smaller of the view you make it, then the more concentrated of the viewing that you're going to have. So everybody's view is going to be pretty much the same. But then when you have a wider view, everybody's point of view is going to be different.
Yeah.
So that's why I listen. I like to listen to both all sides of the story before I make a damn assumption or something.
Mm. So, like, when you have meetings, whatever, like with like your team, do you ask them?
Ain't no team. What you talking about? It's me.
Oh shit! Well, I'm starting to get a team now. So what
Hey,
I
more power to you. Hey, I will probably in about 5 years from now, because I
hey,
gotta wait until my kids are off of SSI before I can go fully legit.
okay. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a lesson. It's lessons.
It
Uh,
is though. You have to be very humble,
yeah, yeah, definitely.
because and then too, and I've been like again, I watch a lot of videos like that correlate to with people in the same profession and stuff like that, because I'm also still up to learning. I
Right.
still like to see what new products are out there, what new techniques might be out there that somebody came up with,
Got
because
to.
then it might
You're
help me
leading.
better.
You're leading the company.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was watching this video earlier where this guy was talking about getting mad at an employee that damaged some a customer's car or whatever.
Mm.
You can't get mad
Yeah.
because shit happens.
Right.
Unless you're like in a factory that is done by a machine. But even then, like, you're gonna still have some fuck ups, but they might be a lot less.
Mm.
But you're still gonna have some fuck ups. Humans, we fuck up
Yeah.
daily.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a given.
yeah.
So it's once you realize that though, and then you come to the realization of that, and know that it's going to happen, then you're not gonna freak out as much.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be mind blown as much. Nothing's gonna. You're gonna look at it and be like, oh, hey, oh
Yeah,
well.
yeah, that right there, exactly. Because there've been a few times I'm like, wow, okay, um,
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, hey, shit. Okay, next.
we'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can somebody's gonna do something that's gonna make you go what every day,
hmm
every day because people are dumb.
Shit, even though just driving on the way to work. It was like this. What the fuck was that all about? Why
Dude, I had that happen today. I said, dude, people were pulling over like in front of me. I said, oh, it's one of those days today. One of those days. All right. Guess I know what I need to be prepared for.
right? Bullshit the rest of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah. Just to keep my head a little bit more on the swivel.
So now I got my baseline.
Exactly. That's what it is, pretty much. Okay, this is where we're starting from. All right.
Nothing
I know
else
where we're going.
on here. Yeah, all right.
That's all it is.
And then that too. But again, that goes with the self reflection. The
Mm-hmm.
self inventory that people refuse to do these days.
That's true, though. That is true because people like to put the blame on other people when shit is going bad in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Once people realize that the only thing that is going bad in your life is because you're letting it go bad,
Mm-hmm.
then you're gonna stop having a lot of shit going bad.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's what it is. Like, trust me. Like, we have our moments. Me and my wife, still to this day, we have our moments where like we fuck up. Like we forgot, that we didn't spend a little bit more on something, and then we forgot about this goddamn bill.
Hook and them just laughed at me about that the other day. I'm like, hey, bro, it happens.
It happens, bro. It happens. Hey, you don't think Obama fucked up before?
Hey.
Goddamn well Michelle then went in on his ass. Nigga, you didn't pay this bill.
She went in on him about the picture he posted that he wasn't supposed to post.
See? Slip ups. People fuck up.
You say, man, we're human.
That's what I'm saying. So that people need to look themselves in the mirror though, and stop putting the blame on people
Mm-hmm.
because people aren't making your life the way it is.
And see, part and parcel of that is purpose. Once you find your purpose, it's kind of hard for you to find blame to put on somebody because now you're making
Focus on that purpose.
Yeah, you're making an excuse for yourself. And when you're in your purpose, you don't make no excuse for yourself not to complete your purpose.
Nope, you get it done. Find a way and get it done.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
That's I realized that's my experience with it. Like,
I can see that. I can totally see that. But hey, that's what it is. Like, hey, you keep your head up, you find your purpose, you keep it pushing. Who knows? One day you can have a house, own a house, shit, a good sized fucking house at that. Like, I'm not even joking, dude. Like, hey, I'm surprised at the size of my damn house.
Hey, again, I'm happy to see you happy about it, man.
Yeah, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3247 square feet
in California.
In California,
and your shit ain't burnt down yet. That's lovely. That's lovely.
Hell nah.
Look at man. Shh. Man.
Hell nah. I got shit set up, bro. I got my tent up there. Shit. We coupon too. So and resell it.
Hey. Oh shit. Talk about making use of space.
Man. I'm saying, man, people lack the ability or the want to do something.
Because it takes work.
It takes work, bro. Like, trust me, I had to set up all those damn shelves. I had to hang up the damn the little board up there for the wifey. all of that.
Got to find the joy in it. Like
You
you,
know, I didn't set up the lights up in here and everything. I didn't did all of this shit and wrapped the damn car for her.
and that's part of your purpose too. Your family.
Yeah, I'm making sure that they are happy and healthy at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, that also makes me happy when I know that they are taken care of.
Yeah.
When I know I did almost everything as much as possible that I could do in that day to make sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like today alone, I just had to drive an hour and 40 minutes for a job. Got paid for it though,
Yeah.
but did that and then came back on my way home, stopped, got dinner, picked up dinner for all of them, and brought it home.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that nowadays?
I think there's a lot of us that do it that don't get recognition.
I don't. That is also that definitely is probably a big percentage of that. Probably a big percentage. A lot of people don't talk about that.
I know a couple brothers that do it, and
Shit, I've been doing it for fucking damn. How long have I been married now? 15 years.
yeah,
Yeah. Damn. Damn.
almost half your life.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, when you
Stop, hey man, stop putting shit into perspective. Make a nigga feel old as hell.
Hey, shit. Hey, don't feel too bad, man. I'm gonna talk to my grandpa about the situation with my oldest baby, right?
Mm.
When the whole divorce thing was going through.
Oh yeah.
And he's chilled. He looked at me. He didn't look at me. He sat back, crossed his legs. He said, "How old are you?" I said, "About 38." He said, "Shit, you got your whole life ahead of you." I said,
That's when you talk to a real old head.
man. Like that, like instantly he said that. I was like, I got my whole life ahead of me.
I sure don't feel like it. I feel like the end is near.
Yeah. Especially at the time, man. Shit. But
It does, man. It's crazy though, because I've been like lately sitting back and thinking about like a lot of that like old school times, like especially when we was like, 15, 16, 17, 18 and shit. And then I sat back and think about it, I'm like, damn, that's over 20 years ago.
you done live lifetimes, bro.
Fuck. And then the shit that I've done, dude. I don't even think a lot of these YNs nowadays could do half the shit that we did.
Bro.
For real though.
Just on that one street alone.
Just on downtown East Dean Street.
Man.
Dude, and that's not to even mention, dude, my block that I grew up in Heather Glen.
Right.
On Sawtooth, 3800 block. With the Popo living next door to me.
I heard about that too.
Mr. Jeff. Man, oh my God, dude. Getting jumped in front of my crib, yeah, bro. Like, man, bro, like the brawl that we had. Like, they wouldn't be able to do it, bro. They wouldn't. They would shit themselves and run home like a bunch of little pussies.
Man. They got their switches though.
Ah, man, fuck them switches though. Wait till you get close to me. See what a switch do.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna switch your light off. That's what I'm gonna do.
I got hit with the real switch.
Shit, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got hit with the real switch. What's that?
That shit that
wrap around.
That do. That's all you hear.
with the wrap around.
Ooh.
Woo.
And leave the wet green, the chlorophyll on you.
When you get with the residue.
Yeah, when you get him, so you know.
And then when you get that welt at the end, where the end hits it, right? Yep. On where the soft, light skinned is.
Oh man,
They don't know, bro.
bro.
They don't know, bro.
That's all I said. That's what I said a long time ago. Everybody just need a good whooping.
No, no, nah. Fuck a whooping. Needs a good ass whooping. Like, dude. They don't know, bro.
And we got ass whoopings.
I'm talking about whippings. I'm gonna say it like Steve Harvey. Whippings.
Right? My mom did me like Steve Blackman one night. I was like, oh man, no. This has got to be wrong.
No, dude, my dad one night said, "Fuck me smacking your ass cheeks. I'm just gonna punch him." I'm talking about treated my shit like a goddamn punching bag, bro. Like it was, bro. I felt knuckles on my cheeks.
Yeah, I don't even know how you sat down after that. That got to
I didn't for a day. I was on, man. I was.
Oh man.
Whole day. Sleep on my stomach. Like a bitch.
That shit crazy.
Dude, that man, my dad would smack the shit out of the back of my head randomly. Just by walking past me. And I would be like, man, what was that for? Nah, you gonna fuck up later. You giving me pre-smackings?
Make sure you think about it before you do it.
I still didn't. Fuck it. Dumbass. Yeah.
You know, the generation before us, they had it pretty tough, man.
They did too, yeah. We too, like we did too, though. He said
these parents need a reset ass whooping to remind them how discipline works. hey, they really do.
They really do. They really do. But at the same time, people need to stop being so soft and whip your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And keep that shit in the house.
I had a lady tell me one time on the elevator, because it was me and my ex-wife at the time, and I was talking about how we need to discipline the boys, and she just said, I'm sorry, but I wish my husband was more like him. I just looked at her like,
Mm-hmm. Little niggas over.
Discipline is the rule of the day around this motherfucker.
No, listen, I've come to this conclusion a long time ago about kids. Kids only learn by two ways: fear or pain. Because if I remember all the like real important shit in my life that
no, he said try to be friends with these kids, man. Fuck that.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Man, fuck being a man. Man. Fuck a friend.
I want him to have everything I didn't have.
No. See, no. See, I want the same thing, but you gonna learn where this shit comes from. Mm-hmm. You gonna learn how you got this.
That's the part they forget.
That's the part that they forget. That's the part. See, and people lose, and parents nowadays lose, or actually lost what the term parenting means.
That purpose.
You need to parent your kids instead of being a mom or a dad. You need to be a parent. Mm-hmm. You need to be a parent and teach.
What the hell is that?
I heard that shit too. You got a visitor.
Apparently, and I don't know where the hell it came from.
Yeah, you better tell them if they're evil, they need to leave.
Oh man, I'm gonna talk with you about that when ChatGPT said I got some shit going on.
Hey man, hey, nah, don't talk to me about that, because you ain't opening no shit on my side. Fuck that, no.
He said his parents are too serious for him to want to be friends with.
fuck no, dude. Hey, one, I don't sugarcoat shit for my kids.
Mm,
I tell them how it is because
yeah.
when you get to that point and you gonna leave out of my house, life ain't gonna baby you. Life is gonna hit you in the ass harder than anything in life,
And not give a fuck.
and won't care and will not care. So I am preparing the shit out of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they are going to be over prepared for life. They're going to be expecting everything that comes their way. They're going to see that shit a mile away because they'll be like, "No, daddy and mama taught me."
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm not raising no dumbass kids.
Man.
Sorry.
We're entitled.
I'm sorry. I'm not raising no entitled kids. Not no kid. Nah, you ain't gonna be walking around here talking about. I got a house up there looking down on people. No, hey, I'll slap the shit out you, make you look while I'm looking down on you.
I do that with my oldest now. Like when she comes home or when she tells me the teacher did something or told her to do something and she didn't feel was right. I'm like, well, what did you do?
Mm-hmm. What did you? What was your action that caused that response?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get down to the root of it. That's what I be doing with my kids too. I'm sorry. I been shit. Even with my youngest one, she 11.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nah, bro. Nah, you no. Why you acting like that right now? You better calm that attitude down.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're supposed to be sitting down, listening, keeping it quiet, not talking to your friends. School ain't about friends.
Mm-hmm.
School's about school. School's about learning. Go there and learn.
Right.
Shit. I ain't got time for none of that bullshit when it comes to that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not that parent. No, I'm not that one. But at the same time, if you do good, you get good, come to you. Just like that's why my kids, they have everything they got in their backyard. They got basketball going, they got skateboards, all of them. They got tablets, each and every one of them. They have a TV in their room, every single one of them, and they got a pool I just put in the backyard for them.
Yeah.
My kids got everything pretty much, but my kids are good.
Right.
They go out, they act respectable towards everybody else. They act like how they're supposed to act. They don't act all crazy or none of that shit. They go to people's houses, act right. They're nice to people. No, we're not having no fools up in here, and that's where it comes down. To. I'm their parent. I'm parenting them, teaching them the right ways to how to act as a civilized human being.
Hey, real quick, peep this. He put this in the chat. He said there's a story about this lady using ChatGPT to translate her speaking in tongues, and it did. And he said the crazy thing is she believed it. Hey, ChatGPT,
Damn.
amazing. That's all I can say.
Oh my God.
And we're at an hour. We're an hour in. I'm about to go ahead and
Oh
wrap
shit.
it up. I appreciate you jumping on. Definitely got you.
No problem, fam.
Appreciate you too chatting in the chat, Brandon BA. Next time you got to catch the link, bro. Hop in this.
Yeah, for sure.
Any last words for the world, Kurt?
Nah, just hey, love life, man. Be kind to people. Be nice, and unless they cross you, and then give them a heavy hand. But you know what I'm saying. Just find your purpose again, and live and love life
Mm-hmm.
because you only get one.
Yeah.
Enjoy the shit out of it
Right.
while you can, and take care of your health too.
It's a lot. It's a lot to being a human. It's a lot to be a man. So
It is a lot, but hey, it's all worth it in the end.
mm-hmm. But again, thank y'all for joining. Thank the world for joining. Whenever y'all watch the video, I'm Carmen Dez. As y'all see, that's Kurt. If you're out in Cali, where you at in Cali? Let them know.
Yeah, I'm in San Diego, well, San Jacinto area, but I travel too. I travel all the way down to San Diego. I'll even go up to LA area too if somebody needs some good work done. But y'all can hit me up, Curtis Customs. I got my Instagram, which is C Customs with a K, so CKUSTOMZ. You can hit me up on my phone number, my business number, 951-358-9980.
and I'll put that on like the video for YouTube. So when it plays on YouTube, everybody come to the YouTube page, like, oh, okay, bet.
Already for sure. Appreciate that, fam.
Again, and that's what this is all about. Make sure I'm kicking the door open so everybody can come through this motherfucker. Everybody got a talent, everybody got a skill.
Everybody.
You gotta find the right passion and right purpose.
That's facts.
Again, like I said, thank y'all for joining. Karmic Dez, Kurt, BA joined in the chat. Y'all have a good one. I'm out and dominate day and night.
Already.
Already appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.